I can't wait for him to commune with John, son of John, the turnip farmer who died at 43 of dysentery. This just sounds like me trying to tune a portable radio back in 1998. I've looked at a word search better than that. Why do I do this? Does the church know he's doing this? Because it's not very Christian. But it looked fucking creepy. So I was like, nah, not today, Satan. Because it's always like, oh, they were screaming and shouting, or there's something ran past. And I'm like, yeah, the wildlife. Listen, I camp like an American. It involves air conditioning and bathrooms. You know, when Ben's here, we always learn something. You didn't warn me. Don't aeroplane ears. You're not the one that got scared. I don't want to leave the fire. Continues to walk away from the fire. That seems safe. Why is he speaking to the box like he's speaking to an old person needing reassurance? Oh, a doll head on a stick. That's always nice. You just went round the same side of the... No. Stupid wheel. This is why you guys get me to shuffle it, because otherwise I get really fussy. So close. Oh, really? For those of you that weren't here, don't remember, whatever. This was the, what did I say? I don't remember. It was something along the lines of, oh, it couldn't be an owl because you're in the forest. That one. No. Haunted finders. If I die and become a ghost, I'm be haunting a bakery or something. Are you going to be haunting like Tim Hortons or something? Because then you get like, I'm assuming they do baked goods because they're like a coffee shop. And then you also get like coffee. And I know you like that coffee. So if you die, I'm going to straight up hit your local one. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I counting? There's no members videos here. I'm not that thick. Oh, this is only a 20-minute video. Cool. Yes, donuts are nice coffee for eternity. Am I going to lose brain cells watching this? Dawn, if it is on this wheel, you are going to lose brain cells. That's how the wheel works. That's why it's called the Wheel of Misfortune, which I completely ripped off of Fable, but they went broke. So sue me. I don't care.
To a brand new ghost talk video. So I've had a lot of comments.
I didn't check where they were. I got distracted by Thorn's question. An old church graveyard. That is so nondescript. This medieval church. Which medieval church? Joke's on you, I have no brain cells. So anyway, yeah, basically, it could be absolutely anywhere. It's a church, and an old one because it's over 800 years old, but that's like every single church in the UK. Could be any of them.
A lot of people watched the last video when we was at St Mary's. And basically on these videos, if you're new here, we go to some amazing, historic and supposed haunted locations, and we ask some of the biggest questions about the afterlife to the spirits. And we'll see what responses we get. Today I'm going to be using Spirit Box and
Yay!
The DR60 recorder. See what response.
No, absolutely not. Yay, sarcasm. Spirit Box is bad. The DR60 is worse. And I have just recorded and done a video on the history of EVP, which is entirely Ben's fault because he got me talking about it. And then I was like, oh yeah, that'll make a good video. And it's complete crap. Like, what I'm saying is good, but I realized while I was editing it that I barely looked at the camera, and I'm like, dude, why? And I don't have the energy to sit there and re-record it and re-edit it, so it's just going up as it is, and I guess people can just deal with the fact that I'm terrible at eye contact. Oh, I influenced the Para video, or Benfluenced. You Benfluenced me. Hey Para, yeah, Skewy. Eye contact, please. No. No. Yeah, the DR60 was a little sound recorder that was by Panasonic, I want to say. And it has auto detection on it. So basically you put it down and it will only start recording when something is said. Unfortunately, this thing is so sensitive to everything that it overreacts like crazy. Does it stand for dodgy rubbish? It does indeed stand for dodgy rubbish. And it even picks up its own internal mechanisms, which I believe I learnt from Beardo. Or the Ouija brothers who learnt it from Beardo. Either way, it came from Beardo. who probably learnt it from Kenny Biddle, because that's how the chain of progression seems to work. I can't wait for him to commune with John, son of John, the turnip farmer who died at 43 of dysentery. But basically, the DR60 does not work, putting it bluntly.
As we get. Now, I've had hundreds of comments after the last video, and some of the main things that people are asking is about loved ones. So I'm going to focus the questions today specifically around our loved ones and see what responses we get.
So your viewers are asking you questions about their loved ones. So he's gone to a random ass graveyard to ask questions about his viewers' loved ones. Huh. Okay.
Now today I've come to this amazing place, which is St. James Church.
Why couldn't you put that in the description? Would that have been so hard? None of these ghost apps and gadgets work. No, none of them do.
Now I've only been here once, and...
Right, Kiwi, because you're always taking the piss out of me for this. Hang on.
Church.
Put the camera back.
Now I've only been here...
This is what I do in my graveyards in The Sims. Is along a fence line or along a wall, there will just be a line of fucking graves like this. And you always take the piss out of me for it. This is why. Better late than never. Dan, welcome in. Yes, because of course John, son of John, the turnip farmer, knows all about Marjorie born in 1936. Exactly. John, son of John, the turnip farmer, knows everything.
Once, and I had some incredible spirit communication.
Of course you did.
The last time I came here was 2024, towards the end of the year, and yeah, some of the communication I got here was absolutely incredible. So I thought I'll head here today and we'll see what sort of responses we get here. Have a little walk around, do a couple of EVP sessions.
Okay, can you get on with it?
A couple of spirit box, good communication around these.
Okay, he starts doing something here.
Do they hear us? When we think of or speak to our...
The best quality spirit box, as always. You know, this sounds crapper than normal. Normally it's like... And this is struggling. Girl Dinner acquired and now on the PC. Hi YouTube. Understood nothing. So, enjoy your girl dinner.
Our loved ones, do they hear us? I said something.
That didn't say that though.
Do they hear us talk to them? They do. Did you hear that? They do. Fantastic.
I did not hear that.
When we think and speak to them, do they come to us? Does it draw?
Because we're not picking up the radio right now and we're not, you know, hearing snippets of songs and talk shows and all the rest of it. Or just clearly hearing random parts of songs. Exactly. This just sounds like me trying to tune a portable radio back in 1998. Also, human brains are designed. Designed might be the wrong word, but they are incredible of making, because we're pattern seekers, we are incredible at making something out of nothing, and some of us do that more than others. Like me, I'm dramatic as shit, so somebody not talking to me for a week means that they absolutely hate me because I like to make things out of nothing. But it also means that especially with white noise, we will auditory pareidolia. Tara always tells me your Sims house, my Sims houses have faces. That's because they do. Like your fucking mushroom house has like a big face on it because it's pareidolia. Yeah, just like we see faces everywhere. Yeah, exactly. It's like cars, but and some cars look happy and some cars look grumpy and some cars look sad because of how their lights and their like bumpers are designed. But yeah, auditory pareidolia is also a thing, and especially with white noise, we will force and form patterns out of the white noise. I had that one sink in The Sims which sink has a scary clown face? I have no idea which sink you're on about. The cheapest kitchen bathroom sink. Yeah, I kind of see it.
Draw them towards us. Yeah. When our loved ones are close, what sort of signs should we look out for? Can you tell me? If there are specific things that you do to show your loved ones that you're near.
Can we stop spinning the camera?
Can you tell me what those are? Try and tell me.
He's really pushing the sleep
Who's
thing.
here with me now? Can I ask?
John, son of John. David.
David? Hi, David. Does that just say morning?
Oh, because there's like not I don't know, a David Smith that's the host of the morning show or something. Or like a caller called David that's calling into a radio show. Oh, this hat is so itchy. Determined to wear it because it's festive. Also funny how all of the ghosts commune with speak modern English. Exactly, and I say this in my videos as well. Where is my Shakespearean ghost? Where is my where art thou ghost? Where is my... It's also regional because, like, where's my Scottish ghost in London? Where's my Scouse ghost? Where's my Welsh ghost in, like, Manchester? Well, Manchester's not actually that far away from Wales, but you know what I mean. Like, where's my Italian ghost? That's true. This dude is Paranormal World's version of that weird black stuff that gathers in the bottom of the air fryer. That's true, Rainbow. Even ghosts from the 1800s speak modern English. Yeah. Middle English, also in medieval and earlier. Yeah, but like, even if we're just purely looking at modern language, there's no regional dialect. And, you know, we speak vastly differently, even like an hour up the road. But there's none of that. And then, you know, you can take into the fact that there's no foreign ghosts. There's no, you never hear a Welsh ghost. Or you never get like Old English, Middle English, Latin. None of that. None of it. Sorry, us Northerners don't get to be ghosts. Only RP ghosts can ascend. Well, Beardo's Welsh, so maybe, you know, not that I'm wishing anything on Beardo, definitely not. But once he's passed over, he's just gonna like be on us, on the spirit boxes and everything. He's gonna be like, we were wrong or whatever. Like, well, a lot of us are believers, but you know, like, ghosts are real. And just like being all Welsh on our spirit boxes. Why don't you ever hear a ghost that says no, speak English? Exactly. There's no variety to these spirit boxes. It's always regional to wherever they are because it's almost as if it's the local radio.
It is morning. Morning. David, did you have a connection to this church? No. Were you buried here, David? Are you still there?
That's a different voice.
Can you just let me know, please, if you are buried here in this church? Grave. Do you want me to try and find your grave?
Oh yeah, because there's not going to be a random grave with the name David in there. David's not a common name at all. No connection to the church, but buried here. Okay, sure, Jan.
So we can talk some more? That was crazy. That was like very direct communication.
That did not say find the grave.
I'm just gonna have a quick scan of these just to see if there is a David by any chance.
There will be a David. It is a very common name and it always has been. I mean, I'm not sure about now, to be fair, but like historically it's been a very common name because it's a biblical name. If there's a David by any chance. I met a John today who was 6. Oh, I love that. Was he excited to see Santa? And is he getting ready to cash his pension? He was very excited. Oh, so cute. I love it when the kids get excited.
Really good little conversation.
Okay,
Am I close to your grave?
well, you're not going to find the grave in the church, are you?
Am I close?
He's not looking very hard, is he? Okay, whatever, I'm bored. I've looked at a word search better than that. He's man looking, it's just like, yeah, it didn't jump out and bite me on the nose, so I guess it's not here.
It'd be interesting.
Oh, he was recording.
What sort of responses we get, if we get any at all.
The question I'd like to ask, especially would be in this.
Yeah, this is the quality of the DR60.
We get, if we get any at all.
The question I'd like to ask, especially would be in this type of location, is do angels often help us throughout our life?
I'm sorry, but that static crackle was not yes, they do. Why do I do this? Why do I find this fun?
There was something on that. If there is anything, I would have enhanced as well.
You
Let's take a walk.
enhanced static.
Down there.
I didn't make out a single word because there wasn't
There's
any
something
word.
about being in these old medieval churches that, I don't know, just calms you. It's weird. It's
I can
almost like
agree
they
with
have
that.
this calming atmosphere.
They do. Like, I'm not Christian, but I still feel that sort of like, I don't know. It's like being around that history. It's just has a vibe to it. Probably never gonna happen, but I'd love to like buy an old church and like renovate it into a house. Like keep the accents, like that lovely beam ceiling, for example. Keep that. Keep the windows. You know, keep any of like the historical fixtures, but just make it livable. I love stained glass as well. Churches are very pretty and architecture feels more calming compared to modern buildings. Yeah, I would not like to go back to the Victorian times because of a whole host of issues like dying to a common cold, absolutely no rights, you know, and all the whole host of other issues, right? But the architecture and the dresses were on point. Give me a corset and a big floofy dress and I am happy. And give me a society where even the drain pipes were pretty. Everything is like sleek and modern and as limited, as cost effective as possible and boring. And I want engraved drain pipes and I want Art Nouveau. I want my house and I want my art theatre. I don't know. I want my shops to look like they were crafted by elves. The lampposts with like all the wrought iron designs on them and everything. Why did everything have to become so cheap and tacky and boring? Because capitalism, yeah, I know, but like, no.
And a lot of the times when you just sit in them, because they're so quiet and peaceful, it really gives you a time to reflect, to think. Nice atmosphere.
Yes, it does.
Really, really
Get to the...
that's
There we go.
peaceful. Are you okay with me being in the church, asking these questions? Obviously, in life, you probably wouldn't believe in...
He rustled his coat. That's going to come up as a spirit communication.
this type of thing that I'm doing now. Has that changed since you've passed over?
Does the church know he's doing this? Because it's not very Christian. You don't let something like boundaries get in the way of a good YouTube video, Ben.
Is there a priest here that still visits? That had a lot of memories here?
Oh, look at his face! I just want to get to the listening part, to be honest. Some poor old lady in the back just trying to do her daily prayers, and this Muppet is walking around with a spirit box. Technically, this is a DR60. But yes, let me get to the listening part.
Pin drop. It's so quiet. I don't think I've ever been in a church that's this quiet. And I've been in a lot over the years.
Well, it's a very small church, to be
I'm
fair.
gonna give this a little playback.
Are you okay with being in the church? Asking me questions.
I can barely make out what he's saying, let alone what other bollocks is going to come out of this.
Obviously, in life, you probably wouldn't believe in this type of thing that I'm doing now. Has that changed since you passed over?
It has.
Is there a priest here that still visits, that had a lot of memories here?
Yeah, me. Really sounds like he's underwater, can't make out anything, but obviously it's a ghost talking. Obviously, Thorn, obviously. That reminds me of another video where Parrot describes someone as some pillar. Come on! Don't be one if you don't want to be called one. Is it bad? I want to go disturb the girls. They are not causing enough chaos, they are napping. And this is a crime.
Ooh, that was a response at the end as well. Yeah, me. He says, yeah, me.
Because a priest would have said it, yeah, me. Why do I do this? There are just some things that happen in these videos that make me question. He's so boring. He is. He did another one. Okay, I get it.
Let's give this a little listen.
Thank you.
Before I go, is there any message that you would like to pass on to the living from the afterlife? If so, I'll give you 20, 30 seconds to come and answer me on here.
I think it sounds like static. But what a way to comment bait. Did it work? 297 comments, it worked. These responses blew me. Oh, that's him. I don't care about him. I can't see anything about what that could have said. Oh, the last EVP, I just want you to believe. And then another one saying, the last EVP in the church, it sounded like Get Out, Vince Preston. Okay, if you say so. Some ignorant people will scoff at this, but there is something after a physical departure. Okay, there's nothing interesting there. I'm bored now. I'm happy to spin the wheel again, but I thought I would throw it out there to you guys. Is there any one you specifically want to check out? Is there anything you specifically want to do, look at, whatever? But as I said, I am quite happy to respin the wheel. I don't mind, I just don't want more of him. That is fair. Okay, I've heard of Moxley, never seen his stuff. So this is going to be a first for some of us. Oh, but I kind of want to do the camping one. Okay, we're doing the camping one. Sorry, I've been quiet. Spent a while looking for our car keys only to realise they were right where I hung them up. Went past them several times. He man-looked. Just like Thingy from Haunted Finders looking for David. To a forest. Well, you can't just say this. You have to name it.
Shouting, screaming over this side. something run past the back of the tent. So I've just took...
I love these ones. Because it's always like, oh, there was screaming and shouting, or there's something ran past. And I'm like, yeah, the wildlife. You know how many, like, mating calls sound like a feminine scream, for lack of a better term? Like, you can't go paranormal investigate in the great outdoors and not know your wildlife. The outside is outside, making outside sounds. Exactly. Foxes sound like a woman screaming. Yeah. Oh no, there's not foxes in a forest, you know, where they live.
This picture here, doesn't that look like somebody's running past? I'm not sleeping here tonight. I'm staying awake till morning. What the fuck?
Can we get to the point?
I need to get the tent built. I seem to be off the trail quite a distance, so I shouldn't get spotted, because the trail is through there, just through that tree line there. Yeah, it's an interesting...
Yeah, because while camping in the UK, well, not Scotland, but the rest of the UK is illegal, which is stupid, but here we are.
Spot. Well, they're definitely doing something. And this is pretty much in the centre of where all the reports are. Hey, let's have a quick look over this side. Yeah, I think where I am over there is a better spot.
Have you ever heard a rabbit scream? That for sure sounds like a human scream. I have not. No, I don't think I have heard a rabbit scream. I mean, I probably have because I've grown up in the country, but I've never, like, knowingly heard a rabbit scream.
This is a little bit boggy. Yeah, you're sinking in this. Yeah, I don't want to be sinking. But I've got plenty of firewood. God knows what they're doing.
They're probably felling the trees so that the trees can have healthy regrowth. Okay, I don't know why that's baffling. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Good to know. Good to know.
I've only seen that one woman. Right, let's go back over. Let's get the tent up.
Yeah, get the tent up.
Let's get the jet boil out and get coffee, and then we'll talk about some of the ghost stories. Look at the sky. Okay, right.
But yeah, the ghost stories that we can't verify because he hasn't told us where the forest is.
So that is everything out the bag. What I'm having.
Purple rain! Thank you. Thank you for the gift subs. New subs go! I didn't have anything planned for this subs go, to be quite honest. Cancelled. I'm such a bad streamer. But no, maybe I buy a jug and we just make this candle. Or we make a different candle. We keep this jar going, we make a different candle. I don't know. Or we do a special stream. What do you guys want? Not angry, Lizzie. I'm trying to figure out where it gets interesting. Oh, he's looking around a lot. Hit all the hauntings. There we go. See, if I had energy, I'd love to do something like that. But my stupid ass body can't even handle doing the dishes these days. I want one. Jump scare. And jump scare. Working on a fractured left ankle and standing all day really hurts. You should not be standing on a fractured ankle. As soon as I get home from work. Okay, Kimberly. I mean, if you want to watch, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to go back and watch my live streams. I know that you're behind on a lot of stuff and you get upset about that. It's just us being chaotic as shit. You're not missing much. But no, anything that raises my heart rate even slightly, which includes, you know, scrubbing grease or whatever off of a baking tray, I'm in bed. And pisses me off.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Whilst I'm drinking my coffee, let's discuss some of the hauntings. So this place isn't...
You said you were going to do that, like back 10 minutes ago you said you were going to do that.
unfamiliar to me for a start. I camped here once before, but the place is huge. And I spent the night there and got some weird
Where? Did you still haven't told us?
stuff going on. But this side, this is more where the shadowy figures have been seen, a big ball of light, and something demonic is being heard, seen out here, and it's left people terrified to even walk through once it goes dark out. And not many people will camp out here in groups, let alone completely alone out here.
I'll do it alone. I would straight up do that alone. Woods are inherently creepy. Where I grew up, the village where I grew up, there was like a path that led down from the church. And for some reason, there were two really, really old, like rusted, like small kids' chairs, like foldable kids' chairs, just like grown into the undergrowth. And I hated walking past those chairs because I was a teenager and convinced that it was, I don't know, haunted or some shit. But it looked fucking creepy. So I was like, nah, not today, Satan. Yeah, they were just chairs in the grass. Most people just don't camp outside of campsites. Apart from dedicated wild campers and teenagers getting drunk. Yes. Yeah, the only time I've wild camped is when we were having Xbox meetups and we were getting drunk under a bridge. We used to, I'm not going to say which one, but there's a like a bridge that goes over, it's like a bypass, but it's a bridge that goes over a river. And we used to camp underneath that bridge and just like get drunk and piss about all night and have like a barbecue and stuff. It was great. Also used to do, if we didn't go there was like this really, really long track and people would like race up and down it on quad bikes. And there was like a little bump out and we would camp in the bump out and we would like light fires and stuff with like the fallen down trees. World camping is more fun than campsite camping. Campsite camping is very sort of uniform and it sucks the fun out of it. But with campsite camping, you have a toilet, which is always preferred. Listen, I camp like an American. It involves air conditioning and bathrooms. That's where glamping came from. Oh yeah, if you want parallel, my son is named after a dead guy that doesn't exist. So my ex-husband faked being in the military. He was a sniper in the army, apparently. I was 14 and stupid. So my ex-husband was a sniper in the army who watched all of his friends die and blah, blah, blah. And your ex sounds like a lovely guy. Oh, he's great. He's great. And he had a friend whose name I can't say, who was his spotter, apparently. And he died. And I don't even know what to say at this point because it's so stupid. But when we were trying to name our son, he was like, I want to name him after my best friend, you know, that died. And I was like, yeah, that's really sweet. I don't hate the name, so let's do it. I know someone who was with a guy who pretended to be in the military too. What is it with dudes pretending to be in the military? I wanted to name his name is Zach. But my son's name or my ex's name? But no to both. But I wanted to name my son something cool, like not Malachi, but like something of that vibe, you know? But no. His name sounds like he should be 48 doing his taxes. I don't know. Yeah, my son's name was fairly unique. I love that. But yeah, I didn't find out until we broke up that he had been lying about the whole thing and that the person who supposedly died never even existed. So now my son is named after my ex-husband's compulsive lies. And I don't like that. Eventually, my son will find out that. If he wants to change it, I support that. If he wants to keep it and reclaim it, I also support that. My son's name is annoying little shit. I mean, Noah. Oh, bless him. Oh my good lord. Yeah. Yes. And my daughter, Her name, I'm not going to tell you what her name is, but it means Poppy, sticking with the military theme. So, and then my youngest daughter's name broke from the mold because we kind of ran out of military themed names by that point. All my in-laws tried to get us to change my son's name before he was born. No. My family tried to get me to change both my daughters' names, but I like them, so no. Paraetta and Paraella. Paraella isn't that far off one of them. She used to get called Zels because my son couldn't say her name, so it was shortened to Zels. As you know, they're both autistic, so they keep life exciting. That is one way to put it down. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and you do a good job. I love how we're like, yeah, we'll do live Wheel of Misfortune, and then we just sit here yapping like the whole time. Also, this headset is putting pressure on my ears. So my birth name is Devon. I did not know that. And my grandpa misheard my grandma and called me Devlin the first half of my life. Oh, bless. I cannot say my birth name without dry heaving, so I'm not going to do that. Whenever I tell someone my birth name, I just sort of like gesture at Freddie and like, yeah, you say it. I'm not doing it. My birth name is Hannah, but I just prefer to go by Thorn. Yeah, Thorn's nice. I like Thorn. The current Para name is cool as hell though. Yes, I do like Para. The thing is, with my identity issues and also constantly going by an online name like Para, is I don't really identify with my name anymore. So like whenever I use it, it just feels, I don't know, like it doesn't really fit anymore. But I am not changing it again. It can stay what it is. It's a lovely name. It's beautiful. Nobody can spell it. It's fine. But my name is Russian, even though there's no connection to them. That is really interesting, Kiwi. My birth name, I think, is French, or has French origin. Not that there's any connection there. It's just my mum liked the name. I was nearly called Amelia. Amelia I might have kept, but I was telling my mum from the age of like 5 that I wanted to change my name. Although back then I wanted to change it to Cinderella, which I did not do. So, you know, my name choice did evolve with age. My birth name has a similar meaning to the sound of my chosen name. I tried to change the spelling of my birth name as a child and my dad got mad. I am named after his grandmother, so he did not want me to change it. I can see that, but also a name is a gift and gifts can be changed. I knew someone at uni and he and his 2 brothers all had the same first name. They all had different middle names that they went by though. Why would you do that? Oh yeah, this is Daniel 1, this is Daniel 2, this is Daniel 3. Is that just so you can just shout Daniel and, you know, at least one of your kids will show up? It's so stupid. It's efficient, but it's stupid. I have no idea. He just said his parents were odd. His parents are definitely odd. Supposed to be looking at paranormal stuff and we have just kind of been yapping. Maybe we should get back to the video. I'm gonna go steal a cat. Which one do you want? The white one or the black one? Either one's gonna be very grumpy with me. Let's focus. The white one. Okay. I got both. I felt bad. I didn't want to leave either of them out. Hang on. I have a paw in my neck. We got kitties. And this one was causing absolute havoc in, I think it's my next video. I think the EVP video is the next one I've got coming out. I don't look mad yet. Yet. Oh, I've got to pluck up my nose. Are we good? I'm surprised there isn't. I thought there would be more protesting. I'm going to be real. Look at the tummy foof. I love the way she's just like phasing in and out of existence. Is it the green screen effect? Oh, you want head strokes? Okay. She bapped my hand so I would give her head strokes.
So that's why I'm here. Have this coffee. I'm gonna get a fire going. But whilst I'm drinking this, shall we have a little cheeky?
Is a fire near what I can only assume is a road from the noise a good idea? Surely that's gonna get you spotted. Like, I don't know how close that road is, so maybe it's fine, but I don't know.
Spirit talker session. Right, let's have a quick session with the spirit talker. Let's ask them unusual questions. So let's start off with, is there something demonic out here in this forest?
What a starter question.
And if there is, why? People have been left scared, not willing to come through this forest due to
1870.
1870. That's an interesting year, isn't it? 1870. Did something happen out here in 1870?
Probably. Yeah, no, lots of things probably happened in the 1870s. I don't know why I get so baffled by some of this stuff. It's a rural place, it's probably the land of some lord or whatever, and yeah, random shit happened out in the countryside all the time.
Can you come forward, tell me who you are? That's just the wind. Are you a demon? I swear to God, I just heard talking again.
Yeah, auditory pareidolia. Little animal noises are going to sound like that. Also, it could just straight up be talking because other people are around, or crows are capable of speech just like parrots are. So it does sound like more robotic. It is kind of more uncanny valley kind of talking, but still talking nonetheless. The Franco-Prussian War happened in the 1870s. Cool. I don't know where that happened.
Hello? 1870, that's the only thing that's come through.
Mostly in France and Russia. I don't think it's applicable here then. I'm just saying because you said a lot of stuff probably happened in the 1870s. Well, yeah. Russia. Yeah, it's Prussia, it's not Russia. The worst a demon can do is just say word through like spirit talker. Oh no. Or like manifest as a figure or something. It's just like, okay. And am I supposed to be scared right now? Russia used to be an independent nation, but now it's part of Germany. Cool. You know, when Ben's here, we always learn something.
Right. Give it a little go. That's the only thing so far. So I'm going to go finish my coffee, get a fire going, and then we'll jump in and we'll start doing some more calling out. And we'll go for a walk around the perimeter, just the area here. Someone here?
We didn't need to see him light a fire. Like, I think we would have survived without that.
Look how dark it is.
Greatly.
That's burning away nicely now. If there's someone out here, if you want to show yourself, feel free. Come over here to where the fire is. If you can see it.
Fucking asshole! You know what? You didn't warn me. Don't aeroplane ears. You're not the one that got scared. Imagine if some maniac with a weapon jumped out. I think if some maniac with a weapon jumped out, we probably wouldn't be watching the video. Why are you aeroplane ears?
They're coming into land.
She's coming into land.
Well, the last brain cell is.
What's the matter, baby? You know, I'm not stopping you from moving. If you would like to leave, you can leave. He's like, why not aeroplane ears? She does aeroplane ears when she's not happy. And like, I've moved my arm now, and she's still not moving. So I think she's fine.
Come and speak to me. Come and tell me who.
What, puppy?
That's what I was saying. She joined the family. She's got a lazy eye like the rest of us.
Look at her foot right now. It's like, look at that. Look at this. What are you doing? If you're eye twitching at alcohol, that is not good. Paint stripper. What is it? I can't drink it out of the bottle on a fucking live stream. No. Also not doing that on a live stream. Wrong platform.
Who you are.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I've literally just been feeding the fire for about an hour and a half now. So once this goes out, I do think I'll use the last little bit and I'm going to try and get my head down for a bit because it has just gone midnight.
Okay, honestly, dude, you have not done anything. This is like a camping vlog. Wrong platform, eyes. Yes. But what he suggested, wrong platform. What was it again?
Cherry and vanilla rum. Grabby hand.
Grabby hand, yes. Mm-hmm. Fucking hell.
That's weak.
How much did you put in there? It's like 45% of the...
5%?
45%!
30.
Not 30.
Here it is.
Not where you're pointing, it's not.
Well, half glass is about there.
No, it's not.
Here it is. That's about 30. It's not nearly half and half. It's
Okay.
not even.
Like 40, 45%. No, 40%.
30. 37.
It's not 30, 70. Oh, very uncouth. Well. Parallel? No. But yeah, this is basically just a camping vlog with like, ooh, ghosts, currently.
In from the tree. Not too sure what it is.
What is? Oh, I
Look at
skipped.
it. It's like somebody.
Yes, over here.
Yes, over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Do you want me to come over to you? You don't mind me camping out here, do you? I want to find out what that bottle is actually. Well, a bottle. I say it's a bottle. Look at it. You might be able to see it on the camera. It does look like a bottle hanging from the tree. Not too sure what it is. Is that a ribbon? It's like a ribbon, doesn't it?
It's gone from a bottle to a ribbon.
It's not weird at all.
My remains.
Your remains.
This is making me think of Blair Witch. Yeah, it's just spooky forest stuff. You just need like the little totem piles now. But in Blair Witch, they had actual supernatural stuff and not a phone app. What did you do?
On her head and shit like that.
The drumstick on her head.
Umbra, if you want drumstick, there's another one in there.
Umbra won't get it herself. And Umbra also won't play while she's being observed. Yeah, whenever Umbra's playing, you have to like watch her out the corner of your eye because the second she sees you looking at her, she'll just stop playing. It's like the same with Akari. Akari will be like having cuddles or whatever, and the second she sees you looking at her, she's like, I didn't have cuddles. I don't know. I never. What's the cuddle? Never heard of such a thing. It's so funny. Imagine if she was like, I know they're watching me. I think she does. I don't know where Umbra's gone now.
Were you buried out here in 1870? How odd is that?
What is it?
Oh, you can see that. Put a bit of light on it. There's something of like a balloon.
Yeah. Oh my god, for literally years, when either of us walked in on Benji hanging out with Ralph, he'd run away in embarrassment, like, ew, I'm not hanging out with Ralph. That's what Kari does, basically. It's so funny. It's like, Freddie has to text me pictures of him cuddling Kari, because, like, if I walk up to the bedroom or whatever where they're cuddling and I see them, she will run away. And it's like one time, her and Umbra are typically never far away from each other. They're always like on different sides of the bed or whatever. One time they were actually cuddling and I didn't know they were in the bedroom. So I just walked in and Akari's literally shattered. I did clip you getting scared. No, thank you. I need to go back and grab the other one from the other day, but I will get that one as well. Yeah, Akari's literally like shattered. Like, you know when cats do that first sticks up, jump up thing? She like did that, completely overreacted and like scattered out of the room and then laid down. Like, cuddles? I wasn't cuddling Umbra, like never. I was like, what are you doing? And Umbra's just like, well, what just happened? She's so weird. Lovey, since you're still in the kitchen, can you get me some more squash, please?
Squash.
Actual squash, please. I might join you after, as my drink gets laced.
Is there someone there? Yeah, look at that. There's a balloon in the fucking tree. I don't want to go too far and leave camp.
Yeah, don't leave a fire on its own. Thank you.
You leading me over here? Come on, come and speak to me. Come and tell me your name.
I don't want to leave the fire. Continues to walk away from the fire. That seems safe.
Can't even see camp anymore.
Army.
Army? Yeah, look, there's a balloon up there. Ha!
Fire safety is clearly not a priority. It really isn't, is it? I shouldn't walk too far away from camp in case, because I have a fire. And now he can't even see camp because he's like, ooh, balloon in the tree. Like, yes, it's a balloon in the tree. It is kind of cool, but fire, literal fire, like priorities.
Yeah, look at that. In the middle of the woods.
Yes, that's how helium works. It would just, some kids let it go. And eventually it's just started deflating and it's fallen into a tree. That's how balloons work.
Fuck off.
What?
Is someone there?
Yeah, an animal.
Right. Granted. We're in the middle of the woods.
Tradition.
At least he acknowledges it. Unlike haunted finders that were like, no, that's definitely a ghost. You know what? I don't mind him so far. Like, it's complete bollocks, right? But I don't actually mind this. My biggest problem with him so far has been that he's left the fire.
But I thought I seen the outline of somebody stood watching what I was doing. It could have just been a tree and the trick of my eye.
Probably was that.
But then when your heart skips a beat.
Yes.
Tradition. Walked a little bit further than what I wanted to,
We'll go back.
This is
then.
where I am now. Good thing is I've got that there. So I know camp is over that way. Okay, I'm going to go back to where I'm staying for the night. If you want to come and speak to me, feel free. I'll be here all night till morning. Right, I just got a weird ringing in my ears. That was strange. It was just
also
like a
normal. Happens all the
The
time.
lady screams at night.
There's been stuff like that heard out here. Well, I've heard stories. That's why it's got
And as we have learnt, they are bunny rabbits and foxes.
its nickname Wailing Woods. Because people have heard screaming out here.
I get tinnitus all the time. Yeah, same. All the noises can be explained with one word. Animals. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh no, weird noises coming from the woods. It couldn't be the animals doing animal things in the place where animals live. It's like, as a species, we are so distinct from nature now. We are so far removed that it's like, not for everybody, obviously, but for like a lot of people, the concept of it being an animal is just like not even on their radar, because like, why would it be an animal in the forest? It's obviously a scary person because of all those crap horror movies they've watched. Reminds me of the one where you were like, oh no, an owl, how spooky. Yes, exactly. If you want like proper outdoor sarcasm, go watch my Haunted Finders video, because there was a lot of that in there, and that's also part of the reason why I wanted to do this one and not the one that we randomly generated.
Can you do that for me? Come and scream with all your might. Let me hear you. What the hell is going on over there? Look at this. I do have a sneaky suspicion there's people coming out here, like cleaning the place up. Look at that. That's different, isn't it? Jesus Christ, that's solid. Can't even move it.
I wouldn't want to.
It's rock hard, that.
Sacred ground.
Imagine that falling. Oh, of course it said sacred ground next to the weird tree thing. I wouldn't touch that log, to be honest. You wouldn't want that falling in the wrong way. Could you imagine that landing on your leg or your foot or something, and you're out there in the middle of nowhere with a fire that you've walked away from that may or may not go out of control, and you're on your own? Like, nah, I'm not tempting fate. I'm good.
Sacred ground. Right, do you know what my only concern?
You are scared.
I'm not scared. But my only concern, you are scared. So
I did hear something.
is, look at all the wood. It's all been chopped down into perfect sections. Even where I'm camping, there's a makeshift like table there. It could be people working for the council or a private organisation. But what happens if it was like I don't know, hermits or something? Is it hermits? I think I'm saying it right. People who come into the woods and live.
I mean, it could be. It's far more likely to be just forest preservation. I don't think tree people or like that sort of thing is as common in the UK. I'm sure it happens, but it's not as common in the UK because we don't have as much large, dense forestry. We do have some, but not as much as like America and Canada, where you can just like walk into the woods and just never be seen again, whether you want to or not. We don't have like, as far as I'm aware, we don't have the same sort of like wild communities that you get like out in Alaska, and I'm sure like other places like the national parks and stuff like that. It's also partly to do with the fact that wild camping, at least in most of the UK, not in Scotland, it is illegal. I'm not sure about Ireland, but it's legal in Scotland. It's not legal in England. And I don't think it's legal in Wales. So that also has another factor in it. You can't just go live in the forest, because if you're caught on private property, you're going to get arrested at best. I'm not messing with a farmer, you know?
And they're watching me now, trying to figure me out to see if I want to join them. Do you know what? I'm doing it again to myself.
Yeah, not that close to a road, my guy. Like, it's fun to think about, kinda, in a morbid way, but not that close to a road.
I'm just literally scared and shit out myself.
Farmers will just shoot some dickhead who tries to camp on their property. Yeah, exactly, they will. And like, it takes so much to get a gun license in this country, but you know, farmers have one. They'll shoot a fox, they'll shoot a badger. Actually, they can't shoot a badger, badgers are protected. They probably do, but they shouldn't. You know, they'll shoot anything that threatens their livestock or chickens or whatever. And they would probably shoot a human. Hopefully not fatally, but you know, like at least in the leg or something, and then call the police. So, nah, I'm not messing with a farmer.
Right, back at camp anyway. But that is strange.
Is this a ritual?
Is this a ritual? No, there's no ritual going on here. I'm just somebody who enjoys camping, coming out to locations that have been said to be haunted, just like this one, and staying the night to see if anybody wants to come forward, come and speak to me. So there's no rituals going on. Strange, wasn't it? Right.
It just spits out stuff like that all the time, to be honest. Why is he speaking to the box like he's speaking to an old person needing reassurance? Maybe they are an old person needing reassurance. You know, you don't know what ghost you're talking to. No, love. There's no ritual here. We're just camping. Don't you worry. Let's get you a nice cup of tea. Exactly. Exactly. The spirit's like, what a load of bullshit. Also that. I don't mind him. Do you enjoy haunted camping? If so, consider subscribing as I upload new haunted locations every Wednesday night. Aww. He doesn't... I mean, he's not outright saying it's real. He's also not saying it's not real. Oh, a doll head on a stick. That's always nice. Welcome to Moxleys Paranormal World. Join me as I explore and investigate the most haunted locations in the UK. On this channel, I document haunted... Why is this written... This is half written in title font and half written normally. Why? On this channel, I document haunted and abandoned places and go ghost hunting. Everything from derelict haunted houses, mansions, and anywhere that is said to be abandoned and haunted, including wild camping, haunted camping in the UK's most haunted forests and woodlands. Join me as I venture into the world of the paranormal and find out who or what is haunting these places. Subscribe to follow my journey into the paranormal world and the unknown. Okay, so he is kind of leaning more on it being real. I'm not that much of a fan of that. I mean, I would rather go haunted camping than regular camping. Same. Like, I would go camping in a location that is supposedly haunted. Just throw a word supposedly in here somewhere and then we're cool. You know? Oh, he does like his camping, bless him. But no, he's not that bad, to be honest. He just wants more views on his camping vlogs, bless him. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the vibe I get. And like, if he just had like the word supposedly, like supposedly haunted or apparently haunted or something like that in his description or whatever, no issue. Because you're not saying it is haunted. You're just like, it could be, it might not be. Let's just play around with an app while we're camping and scare myself. And that's adorable. Have a look at his comments. Yeah, do you enjoy this type of camping video? If so, leave a like and comment on my mishap. I think we missed that. I'm not gonna go find it, to be honest. Okay, now it's a slow-mo. I kinda wanna find it.
What the fuck? Right, can we zoom in? Look at that. I will put it up on screen so you can have a proper zoom yourself.
It's an imp. Look at it. It's like a weird arm thing. head, weird imp ears, body. Oh, I love pareidolia. It's great. I'm pretty sure it's just a reflection of the fire.
I'm looking for other torchlights. Other torchlights. Other torchlights. Other torchlights. What the fuck? Did you hear that moan?
Owl.
Did you hear that moan?
Owl.
There's something here.
An owl.
I can feel it.
No, you can feel your nervous system overreacting because it senses a threat. There is nothing there other than the owl we just heard going woo, and your own imagination. So, can we not? It really annoys me when people don't even have a even base understanding of how your nervous system works. And I get it, it's not something that's taught to most people. But like, I get that. But at the same time, our nervous systems are wired for when we were hunting and foraging and all that sort of stuff. It's not designed for the 9 to 5 in the office in the city. So anytime something goes bump in the night, your brain is like, oh my fucking god, we are about to be eaten by a bear. And it just completely overreacts. And that's all he's experiencing. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be obvious where his mishap was, and we're not going to find it unless I watch the whole thing, and I'm not doing that. So yeah, just normal animal stuff, to be honest. I think it is just he wants more views on his camping vlogs, which is adorable. Like, he just likes a bit of urbex exploring. What's the opposite of urbex if you're in the woods? He just likes exploring from the looks of things. Yeah, theatre, somewhere that's underground. Pendle Witch House is cool. We don't have a conjuring house, but fine. Yeah, abandoned houses. I recognise some of these. Ben, you said Blair Witch. Literally put the little Blair Witch symbol in the thumbnail. That's cool. Yeah, no, he just likes a bit of exploring. No, yeah, I don't know. I didn't mind him. There's a couple I don't mind because they're just sort of dicking around. And it's more light-hearted and playful, like Midwest Ghost Hunter's another one. Like, I know we looked at him together. He's straight up faking it, always has been. But it's more light-hearted, and I think it also makes a difference how these channels react. So, like, I know Moxley and Midwest went and actively supported Beardo during the whole copyright thing, but also they've never had an issue with debunkers being like, oh, you're fake, and they're like, ha, and they don't really care. And that's the way to be. Like, for them it's a bit of fun, and they're not hitting back with like fake copyright bullshit or putting out hate videos and all the rest of it, because like there's no other way to say that you're reputable with your ghost hunting and all the rest of it by trying to squash any form of criticism. Wouldn't be anything like that. If anything, I just think that confirms that you're fake if you're just like mouthing off, because if you had nothing to hide, why would you try and hide it, you know? If you weren't faking anything, then why wouldn't you just release the raw footage? But yeah, I don't think I had the brain power for another one. The investigator doth protest too much. Exactly. So I hope you all enjoyed tonight. We got busy and that was fun. Yeah, we had some new faces in here as well tonight, and we had some action over on YouTube, so that was cool. We got busy. No, Ben, we did not get busy like that. No. So I am gonna say goodbye on YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out on YouTube, either now or in the future. Live chat replay should be on, but don't forget that my link tree is at the top if you want access to my Discord, my socials. I've also put my research links on there now for any of the videos that have already come out. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Paranormal.